I'm going to talk to you about a recent case study involving Andrew, a motor mechanic in Brisbane, and his dual NRAS purchase. This purchase cost him about $500-ish. It was located in a prominent Brisbane suburb. Consisted of a house and land package, and it wasn't a duplex, it was dual occupancy. Now, Andrew is on $90,000, which is a typical wage. He's married, a couple of kids, wife works, children are so high, and he hadn't had an investment property before. So we refinanced his house. We created a line of credit. We only needed about $100,000 out of his line of credit. We used that to buy, as the deposit, to buy a dual occupancy brand new home in a suburb. Let's say it was Dacabin. Now, this property has tax incentives, has depreciation, and it has interest deductions. So let's just say that for the first 3, 4, 5 years or so, there's going to be about $20,000 per annum in deductions. So now, at the moment, Andrew is currently paying tax on $90,000, but because he's bought the investment property and it's about $20,000 in deductions, we're going to take that amount off his $90,000 taxable income, and we're now going to adjust his tax payable on $70,000 per annum. That drop alone is worth about $9,000 to him straight away, back in his pocket. So he's telling his employer, hey, you don't need to take this extra $9,000 a year out of my pocket because I've got this investment property and I need the money for that investment property. Now, on the lower tax rate, and because he's got dual NRAS incentives, that means that the $7,143 refundable tax offset that he's currently enjoying has now been doubled. So a refundable tax offset is not where we just take it off the purchase price, off his income or his taxable or assessable income. No. It works even better than that. It's like a certificate that gets given to you by the government, gets given to your accountant and says, hey, he's got $20,000 worth of tax to pay. Here, take that $7,000 off his $20,000 tax to pay, so he needs to pay $13,000. Right? So in Andrew's case, this worked out well for him. He started off on $90,000, currently paying about $25,000 a year in tax. As soon as he bought the investment property, we reduced his income down to $70,000. That $70,000 meant that his tax is now, he probably owes about $18,000 or $19,000 in tax a year. Let's just say that with his two NRAS incentives, his two RTOs, totalling 14 and a bit, that means his tax has just been brought down to about $5,000. Now, with the $5,000 that he's got to pay, still in tax, we said, well, you've got a refundable tax offset, but you've got the two incentives. So where's the other 25% coming from? Well, that's coming from the government, isn't it? So we're getting two lots of Queensland state government incentives that are paid tax-free in September every year. So currently they're about $2,500 or $2,400. So we got two of those. So it's $4,800 now coming off his $5,000 to $6,000 taxable income. His tax that he has to pay. So now how much tax is he paying? He's not paying that much. What, less than $1,000? In Andrew's case, he was fairly lucky too because he picked up the $10,000 Queensland government boost bonus. That sort of assisted him in paying for his stamp duties and his ongoing costs, etc. Now, we've talked about his tax part of it. Now let's talk about the income. Now, he bought a property that has, one side of it has 3 bedrooms, the other side has 2 bedrooms. The combined rent of these two properties for the once that was tenanted was $680 a week. When we looked at $680 a week versus what his repayments are going to be on an annual basis, we found that by the time we did all the calculations, he was about $100 a month short out of everything. And remember too, we've had to discount the rent back from $680 to about $540 odd because, because we've had to give a 20% discount to the tenants off their market rent. So the bank takes that into account as well. The ATO, everybody takes that into account. So we now know that One, that the property that Andrew bought is costing him $100. Plus he's still receiving all the other added incentives as well. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation. For more on NRAS and any of our other videos, please go to the website www.nraswithsale.com.au or phone 07 3666 0126 today. Thank you.